Walk with me. How can Halloween be healthy? There's actually several really important ways that Halloween can be healthy. From social connections and zombie dance parties to facing your fears and bonding experiences. This is Thinking on the Move, where we work out our brains and our bodies at the same time. And when we do that, my theory is that we get a synergistic effect where it's multiplied. The idea is to keep our whole selves healthy and active so that we can live lives that we choose for as long as possible. We're going to start by going side to side and crossing our arms in front of us. And I switch off which arm is going first. And you can get down low like I am, and it's more challenging, or you can stand up tall. That is fine too. You can always come back to walking in place if anything is too strenuous. I like to get down low to challenge myself. And I'm Kim, and thank you for being here with me, especially in this Halloween edition. So we start with our youth connection to activate those parts of the brain. And I'd like to ask you to think back to a favorite Halloween. Did you dress up? What was your costume like if you did dress up? Do you remember anybody else's costume? Who were you with? Do you remember what the weather was like? And what else was good? All right, you're doing great. Just keep moving. I remember one of my Halloweens when I was younger. I was in Michigan, and so it was oftentimes it was very cold, and you had to wear a winter coat over your costume, which was really a bummer. All right, we're going to switch over to hamstring curls. Just pulling up the leg behind you. Reading aloud can increase brain activity and strengthen neural pathways, which can improve cognitive functioning. So I'd like to add in reading aloud. You can read from the captions that I put up on the screen. Celebrating Halloween can have several health benefits, including socializing. Halloween activities like trick-or-treating, pumpkin carving, and haunted hayrides can boost your immune system and your cognitive health. Also, social connection can make people happier, kinder, and healthier. Physical activity. You can include physical activities like a zombie dance party or a three-legged monster race, pumpkin toss, or a spider crawl. Trick-or-treating can be some light exercise that builds strength. You can incorporate healthy foods into party activities like decorating oranges like jack-o'-lanterns and bobbing for apples. And dark chocolate can also improve blood flow, lower blood pressure, and reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke. It's a good reason to get that dark chocolate in. And even facing our fears, haunted houses, and scary movies can raise adrenaline and endorphins actually, and can be a bonding experience for groups. So don't be afraid to join in the fun. All right, for our next activity, we're going to be doing repeaters. This one can be a little strenuous, so if you want to, you can always just stay with walking in place, marching in place. That is totally fine. With repeaters, it's a good idea to stretch out your calves first. So I would ask you to do a quick calf stretch. And I've noticed that this definitely helps. And we're warmed up, so stretching once you are warm is good. It's not good actually to stretch when your muscles are cold. And so yeah, once you're warmed up, and we've been moving around, so you can stretch those calves. Okay, so now a repeater is, you're going to be going like this, like putting one leg up repeatedly. All right, but I'm going to walk in place while I'm explaining. This is a 5 things game, and it's for creative thinking. And when you're doing the repeaters, you don't have to go fast. You can do them at whatever pace. And like I said, you can just march in place. All right, so I'll give you a prompt, and then you're thinking of 5 things. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What are 5 things that you find in a superhero's refrigerator? And we'll take turns. Protein shakes in every flavor. Stacks of energy bars. Flowing green mystery liquid. Hero sandwiches. Super juice. Okay, we're going to switch over to the other side. So we're just marching in place while we're getting ready. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. What are 5 things that you find in a zombie's lunchbox? Again, we will take turns. A brain sandwich. Severed finger snacks. Eyeball grapes. Blood juice. Mummified jerky. Okay, way to go. Back to marching in place. Okay, next we're going to be doing squats. Hip widths apart, and then sticking your butt out like you're going to sit onto a chair. All right, and squats are good because they get the blood flowing to the brain, and that brings oxygen to your brain. And they are one of the most anti-aging exercises to do, squats. Okay, this is some mental math, and they're Halloween themed. Each spider can spin 2 webs per day. If there are 5 spiders, how many webs will they spin in 3 days? 30 webs. A witch buys 8 new hats for $15 each. What is the total cost? $120. You start with 12 ghosts at a party, and 4 more ghosts join. Then 5 ghosts leave. How many ghosts are left? 11. A pet store has 15 black cats and sells 9 of them. Later, they get 7 more black cats. How many do they have now? 13 black cats. You have 30 magic wands. You lose 8 of them, but you find 5 more. How many do you have? 27. Each vampire has 4 sharp teeth. If there are 14 vampires at the party, how many sharp teeth are there in total? 56. All right, go back to walking in place and just keep going. That synergy is working. Brain neurons are firing, dendrites are growing and thickening. And that's what we are looking for. Our next activity, we're going to be walking up and back and up and back. And I can do about 3 or 4 steps, but you do as many as you can. And it's really good to do walking up and back because it's a little different motion than what we usually do in our everyday walking. The backwards isn't something that we usually do. And also we're starting and stopping, which is also good for us, good practice. Oh, also, walking backward helps with our balance. So that's a good thing to do too. All right, this is fling stories, where you create a story out of the words that I fling at you. So for example, I might say, I have a spider and I walk my spider every morning. And then if I said cake, I might say, this morning my neighbor surprised us with a fly cake. All right, so I'll fling the words at you and you put them into a story. And you're just going quick. It doesn't have to be true. It's just creative. Just make it up. Of course, it's Halloween theme. Goblin. Witching hour. Moon. Skull. Pumpkin. Cat. Ghost. Graveyard. Vampire. Okay, we're really moving now. Just keep it up. Good job on those spooky stories. Okay, and I have a shout out for all of you for doing these during a busy holiday season. We're just beginning that busy holiday season, and I feel like it gets busy in August since I'm a teacher, and I go back to school then, and it's busy all the way through. But thank you, because the holidays are especially busy. So good job. Okay, we're going to slow it down and do heel digs. So you just cross your leg in front of you. Again, more bilateral stimulation. And this one is a kindness connection. This is good for those social connections. So in life, I feel like if we're aware of something, then it makes it much easier to be able to make it work. So kindness, I think, is something that you can spread pretty easily. You could reach out to someone. You could hand out candy. You could say hello, smile, look them right in the eyes and smile. Maybe send them a virtual hug and let them know about it if you know them. Or if it's somebody you don't know, maybe you would just send them a virtual hug, like good vibes. You're just sending it to them. And I think it feels good to do that. And I think the other person actually does feel that energy. Loneliness is a big hurdle as we age. And I do think that kindness can help loneliness subside. And I think on both sides, not just if a kindness is shown to you. I actually think I feel better when I show kindness to somebody else. So I think that it could really help with loneliness. Remember, consistency is the magic multiplier. So try to do 4 of these a week, especially during this busy holiday season. I think that you will feel more energized, more focused, more organized, and those are all good things that you need to get you through this busy holiday season. Plus, you'll be on track for forever health and independence. All right, you did it. High five. Thank you for thinking on the move. Your brain and body thank you. And if you like this, please subscribe. Just click the link.